Hey everybody, welcome TS Team Zombie here with my review for the Vorke Z6 Android box that I received. As you can see, it's the Amlogic S912 octa-core, the Mali T820 MP3, 3 gigs of DDR4 RAM, 32 gig eMMC 5 storage. You've got the 802.11ac dual band, Bluetooth 4.1, comes shipped with Android Nougat 7.1. Your video output HD 2.0 up to 4K at 60 Hz with support for HDMI, CEC, and HDR. Audio output is through your HDMI or a 3.5mm SPDIF cable. There is also an RJ45 Gigabit Ethernet, supports hotspot sharing via Wi-Fi, has the micro SD card reader, 2 USB 2.0 ports, and an IR receiver for the remote. Also comes with the DC 5V 2A adapter. Alright, when you boot it up, you're greeted with the Vorke launcher with your TV Center, your Google Play Store, Netflix, YouTube, Chrome. Over here in settings, you got your settings, and you can add a couple custom apps here. Your Kill App Speed Test. Then you have your app drawer with all the apps you have installed. I don't really have much on this. I like to keep my boxes pretty slim and light so that they run a lot faster. Some of the apps I have here. So far, through all the testing I've done, we've been using this box daily for a couple weeks now. Haven't had any kind of issues. It's very fast, responsive. Take a look at the settings here. Got your audio settings for HDMI pass-through, PCM, SPDIF for HDMI, plus it also has an auto option, which is nice. Your resolution adjustment, unfortunately I can only run at 1080p right now as my audio goes through my receiver, which is only 1080p, but the 4K works very good on here. Haven't had any kind of issue with it. Then you've got your internet information, wireless, your Bluetooth, if you have any Bluetooth connected, your restore, and then you're about running Android 712, and this was released in September, this firmware. Take a look at more settings here. And then on the side here, we've got your wireless network, your HDMI, CEC on and off, sound control apps, screensaver, your display settings, which go in there, which is your resolution, position, your rotation, toggle your navigation bar, and two really nice features that need to be on more Android boxes, the HDR to SDR and the SDR to HDR. So I leave those on auto and SDR to HDR on. Really improves the color and the look of everything. Then you've got your about, and then the usual date, time, language, keyboard, pick your home, add accessories, and click on more settings and it brings you to the standard Android setting tab. Alright, as you can see, just the basic settings like any other Android device. Information about the box and your security patch level of May 5th. Alright, now, video performance on the 4K is excellent. I have no judder, nothing. It runs really smooth. So I'll play a quick couple samples here I have. Sorry for the quality, I'll have to get a capture thing for my PC so I can directly capture this. As you can see, 4K videos load very quick, run very smooth, have awesome color reproduction. No issues at all. There are some boxes out there that they do say they're 4K, but they do skip and kind of judder a bit on a lot of 4K video, but I haven't had any issues with this box so far. Does a very nice job. Very clear, crisp. Then another 4K sample video I have here. And again, as I say, they load very quick. This is off of a 32 gig SD card I have in the SD slot. Gets about an 11 meg read speed, so seems to be enough for the 4K. You can also skip around in here and it loads very quick as you skip. Almost instant there, which is a nice thing. Some boxes it takes it a minute or two for it to load up and continue on. But this is very fast. And again, excellent picture quality. I do have a 4K TV, but unfortunately I can only run this at 1080p for the moment. Hopefully I'll have a new home theater system soon that'll pass through the 4K, and then I'll get a capture device as well. But again, very smooth, very clear, very nice. All digital audio does work very well on here. Take a quick look at some Antutu scores. Now, I'm not a big believer in test scores and that, but it gives you a general idea of the performance of it. And with Antutu, I've got 40,980, which is a very respectable score, especially for Android boxes. 3D is a little low, but good. CPU is very nice. RAM's good, as it has the DDR4 and the 3 gigs, so it's very responsive and quick. Take a look at our Geekbench scores. Alright, here we are. Now, as the kernel is set up now, the first cluster runs at a max of 1 GHz and then the second cluster at 1.51. These can run 1.5 on all 8 cores. I have a ROM that I made for my TronSmart S96, and all 8 cores do run at 1.5 with very little extra heat buildup, which is nice. Take a look at the score here. Single core 545, multi-core 2381. Again, pretty respectable for an Android box. Can't complain about that. Now, a lot of people do games not on these, but I find that games, doesn't matter what kind of box you have, if you don't have anything as powerful as, say, the NVIDIA Shield, you will get a bit of lag, so it's always best to reduce resolution just to smooth the games out a little bit. Currently I have it hooked up via LAN cable to my modem, and internet speeds are very good on this unit. As you can see, top out about 177 megs down on my connection. And I bounce between 16 and 18 up, and that's on the LAN, which is very nice, perfect for streaming 4K videos and other such things. And now I will switch to the Wi-Fi and show the speed of the 5G. Alright, connected to my 5G hotspot here. Run another speed test. And on the 5G, I get up to about, oh, it's still climbing, about 44, usually between 40 to 50 on the 5G. And then again, this up is pretty solid at 16. Again, really nice score for the Wi-Fi, which is nice to have. Now I am connected to my regular 2.4 gigahertz connection. Run another test here. I mean, ideally with most of these boxes, you want to run a LAN cable. As with pretty much any internet connected device, you're going to get much better speeds through the LAN than you would on Wi-Fi, but a lot of people it's hard, so the 5G is very well performing. The 2.4 I hit 31 down, and again 15, 16 up, which is another respectable speed for 2.4. So any kind of network related apps or streaming services run very well on this system as it's set up. I'll load up the YouTube here and take a look at some videos and how fast they load. Now if you are on a 4K screen, you can stream in 4K off of YouTube. I haven't had any issues with it, but unfortunately as I'm set up to the 1080p, it kind of grays out the 1440p and then the 4K option. But even on YouTube, you know, these videos load very, very fast. There's not much waiting. And unfortunately, YouTube is just riddled with ads, as everyone knows. Bump this up to 1080. Loads instantly, click ahead. Loads very fast, really nice picture quality. Colors are good. Skip ahead a little bit more here. Give it a second. And again, color reproduction on this unit is very nice. They really pop and stand out. Very clear, very smooth. Again, very nice feature. And a quick look at the unboxing video of this particular unit. Skip ahead a bit. Everything loads very nice. There it is, the Vorke Z6, very nice unit. We'll take a look at some streaming services here, show you how well they run. Netflix does do full 1080p on here, unfortunately no 4K. The only devices I believe that run 4K on Netflix are the Xiaomi Mi and possibly the Nvidia Shield. But again, as soon as you click on something, it loads right up. No issue, full 1080p. Very nice, you don't have to wait for much to load on here. It's very quick, very responsive. And with a few tweaks here and there, you can definitely get a lot more performance out of these things than we do out of the box. I will be working on a version of my zombie ROM from the S96 and the B-Link systems onto this unit to help with the, you know, smooth things out, add a few more features, change the CPUs a bit so that they're all 1.5. But as you can see, Netflix loads very quick, no problems there. And Google Play Store, no issues with it, loads right away, things install no problem, I haven't had any issues with it. Some boxes, the store does get a little iffy, sometimes it'll kick you out a lot or you'll get errors, but I haven't had a single issue with this unit, with the store, which is also very nice to have. Open CPU-Z here to show you. There we are. 8X ARM Cortex A53 at 1.51 gigahertz. Now the first 4 cores will max out at 1 gigahertz, but the other 4 do hit the 1.5. Mali T820. And ads, of course. You know, model information, AM logic, Q201. Screen size, which it says is 13.77 inches, even though it's a 60 inch, but those never do report properly. Your total RAM is 2749 megabytes. Right now I have about 26% available. Over to system here. Android 712 is very nice to have. A lot of boxes are still on Marshmallow or Lollipop. Thermal, 69 degrees. It runs pretty good. I usually sits between 60 to 70, even under full load, which is nice. So the unit does not get very hot. It has a very well-built cooling solution in it, as the heat sink is on the CPU, and there's also one built onto the top of the unit, as you can see in my unboxing video. If you haven't checked it out, take a quick look there. And then sensors, which there aren't really any on any of these units. It does come shipped with Kodi, but personally I don't really use Kodi. There are a lot of better options out there. So I won't really cover this as most people already know Kodi. It does run well, the digital audio does work, DTS, Dolby Digital, DTS HD and Dolby Digital HD also work very nice. Of course I have Mob Drone, NHK, Showbox, just your basic streaming apps, Terium. It's a very slim system when you get it. There isn't a lot installed, which is nice because there is a lot of bloatware out there on some of these units. Then the SD card test. The RAM itself, I got a 2,727 megabytes per second on the RAM. The internal memory, I got 114 read and 72 write, which is pretty respectable. SD cards, I won't bother benchmarking because those results will vary depending on the model and the brand of SD card you do have. You can also add different launchers. I find this one, it's a good launcher, but it's not quite the style I like. So I go ahead and I usually install HPH launcher. I have it on all my boxes. I think it's a great little launcher. Quick look at that here. There you go, everything's broken into sections. You got your quick launch bar, your streaming services all in one, your settings, which just goes to your basic Android settings. So I added the Vorke settings down here so you can get into those. Again, good app drawer on this one. I find this to be one of my favorite launchers. And then it also has air screens, so you can link your Windows 10 PC or any Android device and stream your screen to the box itself, which is also a very nice feature. It does have Miracast, so if you have a compatible device, it's also very nice. I have used it a few times with my PC. I will just get it to connect here and show you that it does work, and it is nice for an extended screen. Alright, just give it a minute for my PC to connect here. Alright, as you can see, it's starting to connect here. It'll take just a minute. And there you go, there's the PC connected, so you can use it as a second screen, which is nice and handy. You do get a bit of artifacting, but it depends on your speed. So, handy feature to have for sure. Alright, so that's it for this quick review of the Vorke Z6. Currently on sale on geekbuying right now, Black Friday, so check the links in the description. I can't recommend this box more. I have several boxes right now. I have 5 currently, and this is by far one of the best boxes I have used. And Vorke's software team is very good. They have updates coming constantly, so you always have that to look forward to and things being fixed. And yeah, that is it. That is a Vorke Z6. All good around. Can't go wrong. Great pricing. Check it out. Anybody has any questions, hit me up in the comment section. I will get back to you as soon as I can.